Hi everyone, my name's Steve and I'm going to show you a completely free and really straightforward way for you to stay cool indoors as the summer heat gets worse and worse. It's going to be pretty hot today and I'm going to show you a sort of step-by-step process through the day how I am going to stay cool indoors when it gets really hot outdoors. I'm not buying any strange gimmicky sales things that are online. I'm doing absolutely nothing other than some really basic steps. So let me take you through how this is going to work as an experiment for you. Okay, so here's the experiment. I've closed all the external doors and all the external windows in this house. It's an Edwardian house, so it's brick built, so it has a certain amount of latent heat capacity in its brickwork. It tends to stay quite cool. By stopping the airflow through the house, I'm going to stop the air from outside circulating with the air inside, and hopefully the air inside will stay cool because of the house and the way it's constructed and the fact that it's insulated very well as well. And the inside of the house will be much cooler in the heat of the day than the outside of the house. We have no air conditioning, the heating is off, so theoretically the air is as still as it can be in the house. There is some airflow because we have about 8 chimneys on the roof, and there's always a small amount of ventilation through those, but generally it's going to be a fairly still low air turnover situation. So let's see how we get on. Okay, the thermometer for my outside temperature is showing 23.1. It's flicking between 23.1 and 23.2. The probe is on the windowsill. It's just gone 20 to 8 in the morning, and we're going to watch this rise throughout the day. It's due to get to about 33 degrees today, so we'll see how far we get to that on this thermometer. The thermometer isn't calibrated. I believe it runs a bit warm, but that shouldn't affect the outcomes here. It's the difference that we're looking at between the outside and the inside. Let's see what we've got. Let's just bring that inside and see what it says. So this is now climbing because it's come indoors. That's the probe on the end there, and that was sitting on the windowsill outside. So you can already see it's warmer inside, which isn't surprising. There's electrical appliances and activities going on. The dishwasher has run, is a bit warm, so let's just let that settle. Hopefully we're now there. It's pretty stable. Cool. There we go, it's going down again. Okay, now it's 12:30. We've had the whole morning to warm up. The indoor temperature is now at 26.3. So this probe is indoors, and that's 26.3 is obviously nearly 2 degrees higher than the 24.5 we had earlier. But we need to see how warm it is outside. So I'm going to pop it back outside and show you what it gets to. I'll put it on a time lapse so you can see it rise. Okay, so I've been making a sandwich while that's been happening. You can see on the clock it's, 5 minutes later than it was, and it's now 29.6 outside. Now 29.6 degrees is, it was 23.1 this morning, so we've now gone up by about 7 degrees outside. That's quite a lot of difference between this morning and this lunchtime, but in terms of indoor temperature, we've gone from 24.5 to 26.3. So we were warmer indoors than it was outdoors, but we're now cooler indoors than it is outdoors. And what I'm expecting is for that trend to continue. We might still warm up a bit indoors because of course there's heat coming through the windows and through the walls, not through the open windows, they're all closed, but it does transfer through the double glazing and through the brick walls, even though there's cavities in both of those things. And I am opening the door going in and out as well, which does mix it a bit. There's also electrical appliances working in here that are generating heat, so there's refrigerators running. This is a kitchen environment. So let's see how we go to about 4 o'clock, because that's really the heat of the day here. I'm expecting this external to go up beyond that. As I say, it's running a bit warm. I think we're predicted 33 here today, so we may top out at that or somewhere near it. But let's see what happens. Welcome back, everyone. It's now 3:30. I haven't left it till 4 o'clock because I've been watching the temperature and I can see that it's generally sticking to around 30 degrees. If we take a look at the thermometer now outside, there it is. It's 30.1. It was 29 a moment ago. It's kind of fluctuating up and down between 29 and 30. There we go. Bit of breeze and it goes down a little bit and then it calms and it'll go up a bit. So what I'm going to do is bring that indoors. Then we can get an indoor reading and see what's changed. Obviously it kind of ramped up earlier outside and it was pretty hot. You've probably noticed I've changed my t-shirt. I was out there doing some work and it got really hot, but it hasn't really gone over 30 on this. Let's see how we're doing inside, see if we're anywhere near it. So there we go. I clipped some of the video because it was just taking forever to cool down. It's now actually 4 o'clock. So that time lapse was running for over half an hour to allow it time to actually settle back down again. It was just taking forever. It is 27.5 degrees, according to this thermometer. Well, 27.5 degrees is 2.5 degrees cooler than it is outside. It is cooler in my house than it is outside. If my windows were open, it would not be. It would be 30 degrees in here. So I think it's really interesting and important to actually understand that it's cooler inside than outside, which is what I promised at the beginning. Outside, the temperature has gone up from what we had was 23.1, it went up to 30. That's 30.1, so we got 7 degrees of increase in temperature outside, whereas inside the house it was 24.5 and it's actually only gone up to 27.5. So that's a difference of 3 degrees. So over twice as much increase outside as inside. It's nice and cool in here. It's very pleasant. Outside is actually quite a lot different. I'm going to check it again later, but keep in mind that this has cost me absolutely nothing. I've used no energy to do this. And yeah, it's great. Let's give it another go a bit later. Okay, back again. It's still 27.5. It is 4:30. I'm just going to do a quick temperature check outside. So I'm going to put this out the window and we'll see if it's changed. Obviously, it's not changed inside. I'm not sure if it will have changed outside either. Hopefully, it's still a lot warmer outside, but let's see what it says. I actually just went outside and it feels a lot cooler out there now, so I'm not expecting this to go up quite as high. So there you go, 29.2 degrees outside, not quite as warm as it was earlier. It was up to over 30 degrees at one point, but still 2 degrees warmer outside than inside. This house has been cooler inside than outside all day, just because I shut the windows and doors. So no tricks, no cheap gimmicks, no tech, no energy costs, just simply close your doors and windows and your house will be cooler, provided it has a reasonable level of insulation and it's a sort of decent construction. If it's a flat roof building with a dark roof and there's no insulation, it will heat up like an oven. If there's lots of windows and there's sunlight pouring through them, it'll heat up like a greenhouse. This house is not like that. And there are lots of houses that are like this one that will be cooler if the windows and doors are shut on a hot day. Give it a try, see what you think. Stick a comment in the chat if you like it, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks ever so much, bye.